All right, boys and girls, we have Nvidia earnings coming up tomorrow, and a lot of people are asking me, what do I think? Do I still think that Nvidia is going to hit 150, maybe even 170 within the next couple of months? And we're going to talk about a couple things. One, we're going to go over some aspects of fundamentals. I tried to steer away from fundamentals as, opposite as that might sound to most of you, for a couple of reasons. Number one, because in most cases, fundamentals don't end up working out and people get too attached to either direction, to either of their thesis, and they can't instead think freely and actually look at what money is doing. I don't care about fundamentals because I care more about what the big players in Wall Street are doing. The reason I care about what they're doing in real time is because they are the ones that move the market. So if I have a fundamental thesis about a company, it doesn't matter if I think the company's undervalued or is going to be undervalued in the future. Unless big players are coming into the market and bidding the stock higher for me, it won't do shit. So that's why a lot of the times I don't care. But I am going to talk a little bit about the fundamentals specifically for earnings tomorrow. The second thing we're going to talk about is the technicals, because the technicals are going to tell us, especially on the bigger time frame, whether we have actual money coming into this or if this is a fake, soft, crappy soy boy bounce off of this weekly trend. So we're going to go over that. We're going to talk about that and overall where I think Nvidia is going to be in the next couple of months. So I was talking to my team in our private academy today. Private Discord link is in the description. And I was saying how, I think that there's a good chance that Nvidia can push up to 150. I'm not playing this. I just want you to understand. I have no positions currently in Nvidia. I'm not going to be playing Nvidia through earnings. I do have a ton of bullish positions on a lot of tech companies. So I do want Nvidia to do well because it's going to help the overall market. But there is a perfect storm brewing for one more FOMO massive AI rally. And, a lot of people might get mad about me for saying that, but I do think that even though we've ran a lot, there's still a lot more to come. That perfect storm is three things. Number one is Nvidia beating EPS, which everyone's expecting or at least hitting. Really what it's going to come down to is guidance. Any idea of guidance, any potential higher guidance, and the big thing is going to be buybacks. If Nvidia comes out tomorrow, and I'm not saying they're going to, but if they come out tomorrow and they do a share buyback program or share repurchasing program, this is huge. When a company buys their stock back, normally what a company is going to do is when they think the stock is undervalued, they are going to buy their shares back because if they offer shares to the public market, in theory, it's a great way for them to raise capital, but the problem is it does dilute current shareholders. So if a company's saying, hey, we have a lot of money on our books. We're doing really well. We think our shares are undervalued. We want to buy more of our equity back in the company from the public market. So we're going to go buy shares in the company. That is a huge sign because the company thinks that it's undervalued. If a company is up, in Nvidia's case, 533 days, almost 1,000%. In most cases, you'd see companies start to issue shares to the public market up here and sell shares because they think that the stock is overvalued. So if they come out and they start saying we're going to do a share repurchasing program or a buyback program, that is absolutely massive. The second thing is going to be September rate cuts and a dovish Fed. Obviously September rate cut is going to happen, but I think that with that finally occurring in stone, that's going to help to push the market up. And then having a dovish Fed is also going to help to continue to push the market in this massive AI rally up. And then the last thing is a classic election cycle pump. So in most cases during election cycles, we see a massive rally. With these three things, and on top of that, the fact that across the board for now, this can entirely change on Wednesday into Thursday and Friday, but for now, Nvidia higher lows on the BX trender showing bullish accumulation. Last time this happened, we saw Nvidia rally 47% within 42 days. Before that, we saw Nvidia run same setup 80% within 90 days. So this is usually a very good sign that serious money is coming in behind this. If we look at QQQ, same exact setup. Last time for the overall, big tech NASDAQ, last time we had this type of setup, rallied 14% within 70 days. After this one so far, we're up about 7%, still can continue to run its way up to 510, 520. Same deal with the S&P 500, so on and so forth. And so it seems like there's actual money stepping in here. If we saw some shit like this, like this, where we had this continued push up, and we were calling the top back here. If you guys remember, I don't like to be one of those people like told you so, look at what we did, because I'm wrong a lot. I'm only right about 67% of the time. But we were calling the top right here, right on this candle, because we found the top, saw lower highs on the BX trender, showed that money's not coming in. There's not enough money coming into this while we're making lower highs into lower lows. That's going to push the stock up. There's just not. That's why we were covering the top, expected the pullback, called the bottom on this market bias, because normally we will hold on this level and bounce most of the time. And then seeing confirmed higher lows on the BX trender again shows that we have bullish accumulation. So let me know what you guys think is going to happen to Nvidia after earnings on Wednesday. Give me your price targets. Let me know if you agree or disagree with my analysis and my thesis. And if you want to learn how to trade using all of these indicators, the exact market bias and BX strategy that I used to grow $600,000 in the first 6 months of this year. We're actually up to about like 1.4 at this point right now, which is absolutely amazing, using only 2 indicators. Like I really use just 2 indicators. It's very, very simple. Once you understand market structure and you understand how to really track buying and selling pressure, it changes the game for trading. And the best part is we're only trading daily charts. So if you're somebody who has a full-time job, you just got to focus on the last 30 minutes of the day. Guys, I hope this video helps. I hope you guys use proper risk management as we go into earnings. I'll see you guys next time.